What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G-Miles World Podcast. So right now we're going to be going through Week 11, 2022 of the NFL season. We're going to be starting off with the Thursday night football game, the Titans and the Packers. It wasn't a lot that I really noticed in this game other than the fact that, Tannehill was able to make some really good throws to help them. They didn't rely as much on Derrick Henry. 28 carries, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. Tannehill, 22 of 27, 333 yards, 2 touchdowns. Obviously, the Titans are going to be a formidable team because, like I said, I just like the way the team is coached. I think that, other than Tannehill sometimes just being really, really trash, they're always right there, obviously, to try to win the game. The Packers, though, Aaron Rodgers, bro, listen, dude, you garbage. Look, it is what it is. I know that people sometimes look at the greats, and believe it or not, although he has the 1 Super Bowl and he really doesn't come up big in the playoffs, his numbers speak for themselves. He's still a great. All right. Now, whether your great ones can actually perform in clutch time and do all that other stuff, that's, different subjects. But obviously, a lot of people are going to hate on, they call him Aaron Rodgers and a lot of stuff like that. But playing the position of quarterback at such a high level for such a long time, he definitely deserves credit for that. It's just the fact of, I don't know what he's doing in a lot of these cases. Now, you can say, look, he doesn't have the receivers, Devontae Adams, all that stuff. But, at the end of the day, the Packers are not going to the playoffs this season. And that's pretty much the bottom line. I don't see any way they come back from a 4-7 record, they're 3-3 at home. I don't really see how that's going to work out. So I would probably lean towards the fact that they're done. You know what I'm saying? And we got to see what happens with the Titans. I do believe that the Titans lost their way a couple years ago when they were I think they were the number 1 seed and they lost. I don't know what's going to happen this year, but I like the way that the Chiefs are looking after last night. I don't know, bro. I honestly just don't know. So both of these teams, they're going different ways. The Packers are going down. The Titans are going up. Playoff time comes, anything can happen, but I really don't see the Titans making much noise. But hey, it's the NFL. Anything can happen. The Bears and the Falcons. I do want to say this. Every week that I'm watching Justin Fields, he's getting better and better. All right. Now, he was under 100 yards rushing this week, 153 yards passing with 1 TD through that late interception that was tipped. Again, dude, I like what I'm seeing. I know they're 3-8, but I didn't even think that they would be. I didn't think that they would get 3 wins with all the chaos that was going on early in the season. I really didn't think it would work out like that, and it still did. So that says a lot about the team itself. The Falcons, that division is trash, so we never know what's going to happen with that. We got to wait to see how that's going to all unfold with the Buccaneers being trash. Everybody's being trash, so you just never know what's going to happen. Either way, both of these teams, again, it's the type of scenario where it's like, yo, Mariota's garbage, but yo, what are we going to do? And in the Bears, I think we're starting to see a star in Justin Fields. And after that rain game when he was slipping and sliding, I felt it since then. But I think more or less we're seeing it now. We're kind of seeing it come right to fruition, and it's looking pretty good, to be honest. The Browns and the Bills. Now, this game was domination from the beginning to the end. Late in the game, the Browns did step up and make some scores, to try to make it formidable. And then they almost got that onside kickback also. If the dude could just kept it in bounds to recover it, that would have been great, but it just didn't work out that way. Either way, I do believe at this point that the Bills, it's a real weird situation, honestly. I just don't know. Is Josh Allen hurt? Is he not hurt? What is going on? You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. I can't. Maybe one of you guys can explain it to me, because they're 7-3, and the losses that they got were really bad losses. But when they look dominant, they look dominant. Now, granted, a lot of their defensive players were out with those losses, but Josh Allen, himself said that he played like garbage at one of the press conferences with their most recent loss. So they bounced back. But the Browns, although Jacoby Brissett, he had 324 yards, 3 touchdowns, I'm waiting for Deshaun Watson to come back and see what can happen. Because right now they're 3-7, and then you're gonna have the new, they can. I don't know. I really don't know. I would have thought that they would probably be around 5 and something. You know what I'm saying? 5-5, something like that. So that way Deshaun Watson could come back and miraculously lead them into the playoffs. But they just couldn't get it done, man. They lost games they just shouldn't have lost. And it looks really, really bad right now. But again, the Bills, they were my Super Bowl favorites coming into the season. and then I've seen a lot of bad things that I just don't like. So I got to take a look at it and like kind of reevaluate my opinion. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. The Browns are probably not going to make the playoffs with that record. The Bills, they're going to go to the playoffs, but what will we get out of them? Will they be healthy? What's going to happen? We got to wait to see that. The Eagles, let me tell you something. Jalen Hurts clutched up, bro. And again, with the way that the Colts have been playing since firing their head coach, it was kind of scary because they pretty much dominated the game throughout. But the Eagles are just a better team. And I know in certain games in the NFL, people will say, that the team is not, like, they're frauds, whatever. The Eagles are not frauds, because if they were frauds, they would have lost this game. Not every game is going to be a blowout. And I don't know why people always think, oh, yo, bro, look at how they struggled. It's the NFL, dude. All of these guys are getting paid a lot of money to be able to perform. Now, although Jalen Hurts didn't have the best game, they were able to pull this out. This is a confidence builder. The NFC East, we came in here, like guys like Skip Bayless, the NFC East. The NFC East is probably one of the toughest divisions this year, and I've been saying it for a while. This is getting, kind of getting gruesome out here in these streets. So we got to watch this, dog. But the Colts are looking a little bit more formidable under their new head coach. We got to wait to see what's going on. I don't know, maybe the motivation aspect, being an ex-player, whatever it is. But it's starting to look a little bit more grisly. Either way, the Colts are probably more than likely done this season, if I had to guess, but who knows, dude? We'll see how that works out. The Jets and the Patriots. Now, this was a heartbreaker. The punter is probably cut from the team and fired and is not going to get unemployment. A lot of things are going to happen to that punter, but Marcus Jones returning that punt in a game that was tight-knit, 3-3 the whole way through. Oh, man. Yo, Robert Salah, dude. I don't know how. Yo, I looked at him on the sideline. I'm like, what do you say to a guy that just went through that? You fought tooth and nail, and you lose on a punt return with no time on the clock and allegedly a block in the back, but the NFL says that it was a block to the side. Dude, I don't know what's going on. I got to be totally honest. I have no idea what's going on, but it is what it is. At this point, we're going to have to go ahead and just say, look, the Jets suck, but they're 6-4 though. But they're still doing Jet activities. See, that's the thing. You could be 6-4, and again, you are what your record says you are, but they're still the Jets, in my opinion. They're like, yo, you are the Jets, and the Patriots prove that, because that was a real Jet thing to do, to lose the game on that play. Jumping into the Rams and the Saints, the Rams are trash. I don't know if there's much to say about it. Like, is there anything to really go on with it? Like, dude, how do you get beat on by the Saints? The Saints suck. You let the Red Rocket put up 260 yards and 3 touchdowns on you. Are you serious, bro? Like, you let the Red Rocket, bro. Like, dude, Red Rocket come out there and dominate. Like, no way. No way. I refuse to believe that that's a thing. I'm going to act like it didn't happen. Olave's been looking pretty good, though, and he's super fast. And he was roasting Jalen Ramsey. I don't know, dude. Jalen Ramsey, you are not Deion Sanders, bruh. You are a tall, physical corner. You're not staying with these little dudes, bruh. They got to put you on somebody else. Put you on a tight end or something, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing nothing with that boy. That boy, Chris Olave, was cooking that man. Cook it, bro, cook crack. No, yo, hey, it was getting crazy. But listen, either way, the Rams suck. Moving right on. Giants and the Lions. Complete disappointment by the Giants. It all started with a savage pick by Daniel Jones, and then the Lions just never looked back. And don't look now, but the Lions are 4-6. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're 4-6. Okay, so it is what it is. The Giants are 7-3. We'll see how that works out off that loss. But again, any given Sunday, you may get dominated, and the Giants were on the other end of that. All right, so that's pretty much where that ends. Panthers and the Ravens. We got to be totally honest about a few things, right? Baker Mayfield sucks, and that's it. Now, although Lamar Jackson did not have a good game, it didn't really matter as much because they were able to make enough plays to do what they needed to do, and they were able to get it done. And that's it. 13-3. I know you guys are like, yo, bro, it's the Panthers. 7-3 is 7-3. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson, 209 yards of interception, not looking too crazy with the pass game, but they were able to pull through. Not every game is going to be a blowout. Always remember that. But speaking of that, Commanders and the Texans. The Texans are terrible. So the Commanders went out there and handled their business. They saw a mark and they handled it. And that's it, dude. Like, that's pretty much what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So the Texans, nobody really thought anything was going to go on with this squad. They've been in a complete rebuilding stage since, the whole Deshaun Watson scenario. So it is what it is right there. That's all said and done. But I do like the fact that Taylor Heineke is playing well. A lot of you guys don't like him. I do. That's your business if you don't. and I just want him to be. I want him to do well because I like his energy and I like what he brings to the team. Carson Wentz, you suck. Going on to the Raiders and the Broncos. Don't really know how this got to OT after if you watch the game throughout. But Devontae Adams, he hauls in the TD in overtime. It is what it is. 141 yards, 2 touchdowns for Devontae Adams. Derico Carr looking pretty good in this game for the most part. But the Raiders are 3-7, more than likely not making the playoffs. The Broncos suck. We know that. Russell Wilson is a fraud, and he's robbed the franchise. But it's all good, bro. It's all good. Sometimes the players got to win over the owners. Dude, I'm all for that. I'm just saying the fans are the one that hurts the most. You know what I'm saying? Now, getting to the game of the day with the Cowboys and the Vikings. If you would have told me that the Cowboys was going to go out here and do this to them, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have said you were lying to me. It is no way possible that I saw this coming. And if you're going to be a Cowboy fan and lie to me that you saw this coming, you a liar. No Chris Tucker. The Cowboys demolished the Vikings, beat the brakes off of them, just completely took everything from them, took their lunch, their bicycle, no Friday, no Debo. It was bad. It was disgusting. This is ridiculous, bro. You cannot get beat on like this at any time if you're supposed to be a formidable team. This loss alone completely takes your boy out of there, the chain guy. What is his name? Second Cousins? Yo, he's out of the MVP race. The MVP race, let's just forget about that. He's done. Over and out. You're over. That's it. Dakota Rain Prescott, 276 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pollard, extra electric in the rush, 15 carries, 80 yards. In the passing game, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dude, it is what it is. This was a complete debacle. I don't take the Vikings seriously. Appreciate Justin Jefferson's catch last week, but I'm done with the Vikings, dude. When you get beat on like this, bro, like it is what it is, bro. #school. Bengals and the Steelers. Bengals pulled it out, man. The Steelers, this is going to be Mike Tomlin's first losing season. That's amazing, bro. This NFL season has been crazy. And Joey Burrowson, 355 yards and 4 touchdowns, dude. Yeah, bro. It's starting to get real nasty out here in these parts. And again, they lost the Super Bowl, so usually history will tell us that they don't make the playoffs the next season. I don't know if that's going to be true. They might break it. They might break the omen this year. Tough fought game, obviously 37-30. Dudes were fighting the entire game. It just didn't work out for them. Late comeback with the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Perrine crossing the goal line for his 3rd TD. Like, who had him in fantasy? Let me know, because it just got real disgusting. It could have gone either way. It went obviously in the Bengals' favor, but if history tells us anything, the Bengals are not going to really be doing much come very soon. Like they're probably going to make the playoffs and break that whole thing about the Super Bowl loser. But I don't see them taking on, like, the AFC, them Kansas City Chiefs, man, and them Bills, I don't know. And then speaking of the Kansas City Chiefs, tell me about this Kelsey and Mahomes connection, bro. Mahomes, 329 yards, 3 touchdowns. Dude, 1 minute, what is it, like 1 minute and change left? The Chargers thought they had it, and the Chiefs just go down the field and do whatever they please, bro. Kelsey, 6 receptions, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think, dude, Kelsey's a Hall of Famer, bro. Let me know what you guys think about. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Like, dude, the guy be moving around. He's so big. He's like 6'5", and he moves around like he's lightweight, bro. I don't know. He got the movement in his hips, bro. He might, dude, I don't know. He might be a salsa dancer. I have no idea. But either way, Mahomes is looking tough. The Chiefs are for real, 8-2, 4-1 away. They're there every year. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take a look at it and see what's going on. But besides that, Week 11 was crazy. It's only going to get better. We got like 6-7 more weeks before the playoffs. I hope you guys tune in. Follow me on YouTube or on Twitter, Instagram, all at G Myers World. Let me know what you want to hear about. We're gonna talk to you guys soon. Check out my Madden franchise games also on YouTube if you're listening on Apple, iTunes, or any other iHeartRadio situation with the podcast. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.